Get to know 6-year-old Colin Toller, and you'll find a charismatic young boy with a big smile. A boy who, like many his age, adores his father Ben and football, specifically Carolina Panthers football.
How did you become a Carolina Panthers fan?
Because my daddy liked them.
What was it like watching the Carolina Panthers play with your daddy?
We had our uniforms on, and we might invite some other friends of ours over to watch some football games with us. It would be awesome.
Colin would come over to the house on Sundays and watch the football games, especially the Panthers. They would shut the door, and you could just hear him in there shouting and, you know, just carrying on, just like two college buddies, you know.
Colin had mentioned more than once that my dad's going to take me to a Panthers game. My dad's going to take me to a Panthers game.
How much had Ben looked forward to taking Colin to see the Panthers?
I think he looked forward to a whole lot. I mean, you know, they were very close.
That opportunity never came. On September 30, 2015, Ben Toller died of complications from a heart condition. He was 31 years old.
How much do you miss him?
Really much.
How badly did you want to go to that game with your dad?
Really bad.
After being passed, we talked about it. We thought we needed to make that happen. Some way, some game. It was a day that we set out to make special, fulfilling a promise. Ben's promise to Colin.
In Week 9 against the Packers, Bill Toller and Chris Baker received tickets from friends and took their grandson to his first Panthers game. In the second quarter, the game shifted from a promise fulfilled to the lasting impact of a selfless gesture.
Touchdown, Cam Newton. Julius Peppers scooped the ball up after Cam dropped it and threw it over to the sideline.
I saw Cam get the football. He was coming in our direction, but I didn't think anything about it.
That brought the ball in the right vicinity. Matter of fact, we've got friends that had those seats. Ever since the Panthers have been there, they've never seen a ball given in that spot.
I was holding on to my papa's arm, jumping up and down.
I knew he'd probably give it to someone, but as he got closer, I said, Colin's got a real good chance.
Next thing you know, Colin's reaching out.
And gosh, when he gave the ball to Colin, it was crazy. It really was.
When Cam Newton gave me football, I was like, what just happened? This is awesome.
I'll tell you what I did. I sat down in the seat and cried right there.
Why?
Well, I know it meant to Colin to have the football. I don't think he's connecting all the other dots that we see. But all of a sudden, I'm going, this has just become a really special day.
Sports have a unique power to help heal. And for Colin, that encounter with Cam Newton was a mending stride in an emotional journey.
That football, what happened, he'll feel the connection that day was fulfilling the promise from his dad, and that will always be connected.
I know your daddy passing away was really hard for you. What do you think about him? What do you think about him?
That football game,
Did getting this ball make it just a little bit easier?
yeah. It means a lot to me.
Why does it mean a lot to you?
Because Cam gave it to me.
Colin will once again watch the Super Bowl today with his grandfathers, and you better believe he'll be wearing his #1 Cam jersey, supporting the quarterback that has been right in the center of the news all week. Boom.
Wendy, thank you. I mean, I think, guys, the impression and the image that we'll have of Carolina and Cam this year is that with the kids.
Absolutely.
A big kid with little kids. I think it's inseparable. It's just awesome. That and the team picture. These are young guys having a good time. On to another subject, which is hard to believe, really. And I'm not sure why there is a lot of discussion about it. This is the fourth straight year that an African-American quarterback has started in a Super Bowl. You know, in the early 80s, I covered a game between Doug Williams and Vince Evans, all right? Mm-hmm. And it's the early 80s, so I don't get what the big deal is, but it is to some, apparently. Let's move to that and other with Cam. Will a win, Tom, today change the mind of some of his detractors, if that's what we want?
I won't even call them detractors. I think it was a week and a half ago when Cam started a conversation, and I believe one that's necessary to have, when he said that I'm an African-American quarterback who scares people because they haven't seen anything like me. And as soon as he did it, a lot of people want to hear him quantify why he's discussing that. And ESPN will do a poll, and it'll say that 30 to 35% of black people feel that race plays a role in how they feel about Cam, but only 10% are white. So what I did, I had a friend of mine who said, have you seen the tweets that go on? And we only pulled a couple from the playoffs when Cam is playing. And all of you can read. So as you take a look at these tweets, these are people, you're not going to turn them around. You are not going to change their minds about Cam. These things, when they are tweeted, have nothing to do with the exceptional man that Wendy just did that piece on. So we are talking about something that we ought not have to deal with in 2016, but we are. But I will say this. Cam, to me, is in the mold of Ali and Jim Brown and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Russell, because he is willing to take on the weight of whatever it is that comes at him and remain true to self. And in the end, that's the most important thing I believe that he's going to do.
I think when you look at the situation and you look at social media and Twitter and all of that, first of all, whoever it is, they're cowards anyway. Okay? Bottom line, they cowards, they punks, they whatever you want to call it. Because if you have to hide behind social media to vent your frustration of a guy that you don't even know based on his antics and the things that he's doing on the football field, let alone what he's doing in his community. You're so consumed and caught up with him being an African-American quarterback and celebrating and enjoying life and winning football games that you literally hate him. That's hate. That's all. That's hate. There's no other way to try to explain it or say it or anything like that, Boom. It's disgusting. And I think when you talk about winning the Super Bowl, if he wins that Super Bowl, they're really going to be sick. They really are going to be sick.
Well, I don't know. Here's what I wrote down. These people who are criticizing Cam are the scum of the earth. They will never make any positive contributions to our society. Cam Newton is a special individual, and what he's doing with these young people proves it. If you can't accept that, don't watch.
And a lot of times when you're special, people aren't going to accept it. Anytime that you are charismatic and you can act like Twitter don't exist. You can act like you don't live in that world. But that's a flat-out lie. This is a reality.
That's right.
This is how people think. Cam could go out there and throw for 400, run for 100, and he's still going to be a black man to most people. So that's a reality. So for me, Cam's in control of this.
And he is.
It's his career.
And he is.
It's his image. It's his family and his friends that have a lot of respect for him. Ever since I met Cam Newton, he's been a lot like Michael Jordan. There's going to be people that love his game, but there's also going to be those detractors. Cam Newton, what happened in college? That's all in the past. Cam Newton is the brightest star on the biggest stage, and we need to accept it.
Absolutely.
Well, he was named the MVP of the league last night. Oh, by the way, no matter what color you are, I mean,
Nope.
He's 35 plus 10, 45 touchdowns, and every. I mean,
it might not matter. It might not matter to you, Boom. It matters to some people.
Ali like, Boom. Ali like.
I'd like to really know who's voted in the MVP last night. Who were the two people that didn't vote in?
48 out of 50.
Yeah, who were the two people? I would love to know that.
I was one of the 48.
Find that out.
You worried about me? I was one of the 40. Don't you worry. Well, a couple people didn't vote for Willie Mays when he was up for the Hall of Fame either, okay? So whatever. Susie, your turn.
All right, let's take a look